reasons why they do that.
Several Kenyan companies, especially in the paper industry.
Isa ngapi? 319, okay. Silent tu sio uzime. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, live.
Thank you very much. Karibuni sana our viewers to the Imagine Nairobi show. Imagine Nairobi show is a program where it's a youth-centered program where we discuss and imagine and envision Nairobi of the future and the costs that we need to pay to get there. And I'm not alone, as you can see. We have starting on my ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first. She's protesting a lot, but it's ladies first. So the beautiful lady on my right, and remember, even God, Jesus himself, sits at the right side of the throne. So the lady on the right with the rightest ideas is none other than Peng wa grassroots. That is what she's known huko hivi. Peng wa grassroots. You see her, Peng wa grassroots. By the name of now her government names. Unajua kuna ile majina mnajipatia huku. Alafu pia kuna government names. Hata yangu mlisikia. Government names ni Jess Wanjiro, contributing to hii mjadala ambayo tuko nayo hapa on the impact of the political impact on manufacturing and industrialization in Nairobi. Jess, siuambie watu kitu wasikie sauti yako. Salamia our viewers of Imagine Nairobi bana. Salamia, don't be shy. Uambie anything you want to tell them. Uambie hi. Say my hi.
Hi guys, happy to be here.
You are very welcome. You always come back to the show anytime you want. We are going to host you. Happy hivi sisi si wachoyo. Now, on my left, we have the man, the myth. I don't know whether he's a legend yet. Labda to you he's a legend. But to me he's already a legend. He's an incoming legend. Nasema incoming legend.
Incoming legend.
Yes, but he's already a myth, and you shall see why. His name is Dalton Omondi, engineer. Dalton Omondi. And atatuambia from the perspective. Unajua watu kama sisi, the common men, there are things that we don't understand. But that is why this show, it will be bringing you the finest of the world, the finest of the Kenya can offer, so that we can imagine Nairobi kutoka how we see it. Now, I don't wanna preempt anything, but I know this man is a great man, an engineer. Atatuambia engineering ile anafanya kwa sababu there are like 100 engineerings. Nimesikia hata kuna financial engineering. I don't know whether you guys have heard of that. Yes. In fact, hata environmental engineering. Can you believe that? Nobody will have envisioned that. Mimi najua engineering kujenga mawe. Now, Dalton Omondi, an electrical engineer. Tafadhali, say hi to the people of Nairobi. Na uambie kitu, sema kitu kwa watu wa Nairobi, wasikie sauti yako hata. Yes.
I'm very glad to be here, and I am looking forward.
Looking forward kwa nini email? Is this an email? Is he writing an email?
It is not an email. But I hope you are also very excited on your side, so that we can go on this journey together to try seeing what we may need to say or do or change as we try building a better Nairobi.
Now, thank you very much. Na ukiwa pale nyumbani, please remember to share your comments. Wale ambao wako na subscription, please subscribe to this channel. Tuma comments, tuma maoni and some of the questions ambazo you want us to discuss hapa about in manufacturing. Na as we go along, watu wangu pale studio watakuwa naweza ku read the comments to us so that we can also engage you the user pale nyumbani. Now, number one question ya business studies, wale walifanya business studies, na nimeandika hapa ndio nisisahau. What are the factors that contribute factors, nimejua factors nini. What are the factors that contribute to the closure of industries and manufacturing companies in Kenya? Number one, wacha niseme yangu. Mtu asiseme hii. Poor roads. Hiyo nilikuwa na shine nayo basa. Poor roads.
That's very good insight.
Okay, say. Hiyo najua. Wakilizi wa swali najua. Poor roads. Siko si marks. So, number one yangu ni poor roads. So, ladies, what do you think tunafanya tunafunga manufacturing companies in Kenya? Kufunga zinafunga zinene nyumbani, people lose their jobs, watu wanakuwa depressed. Mtu alikuwa na kasalary kidogo wanaona now, in fact even breakups, romantic breakups zinafanyika because
of financial issues with regards to losing
manufacturing jobs.
Yes.
So yeah, usishtuke in real life. Ini wako kwa ground. So what other factors do you think contribute to the closure of these manufacturing companies in Kenya?
Competition, of course, from similar manufacturing companies.
Competition. In fact, it may affect Baka. I'll talk about relationships because she's here.
But actually, I think with regards to the roads, it is very important to notice the locations of the companies.
Oh, yeah.
The more thriving companies is in the places where the roads work, because you need to supply a lot of material from the port to your company if you're going to manufacture anything.
Yes.
And after you build your product, again you have to supply the whatever product to the consumer.
Yes.
But ukipata a company being developed, if we were to try diversifying companies in different locations,
yes,
it will be very, very hard, because unapata somewhere in the middle of Narok, there are no direct roads to that place.
Yeah.
So it becomes very, very hard to establish a manufacturing company, because you have to think of how you're going to bring material and how you're going to take it back.
However, ukisema hivyo, now I present you the question of China, a country like China. A country like America, Russia, very, very, very huge countries geographically.
Superpowers.
You're coming there.
Geographically, okay.
Kenya, in fact, the state of Texas is bigger than Kenya.
Yeah.
Okay. However, whatever you're talking about, Texas has been able to achieve that.
Now,
why are we not achieving that in Kenya?
It speaks out much deeper systemic problems that we have. Because you see, the roads, they do not build themselves.
Okay.
It takes policymakers.
Yes.
Now that's another bigger problem,
which
is at the root of the issue with the transport systems. The kind of policies we make with regards to the infrastructure we build. A country like China or Texas, the policies they have are those that encourage development and competition of companies. So they will build those roads as efficiently and as fast as possible. So much so that in a country like Japan, for example, they have so much money for maintaining their roads that they find themselves fixing roads that are fine, just so that the money they have doesn't go back to the bank.
You say that about Japan. Kenya, do you think we lack money to build roads?
Now, we do have the money, but what we don't have is something called political goodwill. If you're going to build a project, let's say like the expressway, you ask, where is it starting, where is it ending? This road, where does it lead to?
In fact, umemuuliza hivyo nikakumbuka the Taiwanese guy who came to Kenya. I mean, was he a Taiwanese ama Thailand guy? Thailand. Thailand. It depends on mwalimu wako wa Kiingereza. So, Thailand. Hey, my God. So, Thailand guy alikuja akauliza the same question you are asking here. Hizi barabara kama expressway, very beautiful roads. In fact, ukiwa pale umelipa 300 yako safi, unapitia on top of expressway, feeling like you own the world, kwa sababu hakuna traffic. You are very happy. However, sasa hiyo barabara inaenda kwa airport. How many Kenyans are living to to the airport today. In fact, in a population of how many are we in Kenya?
We are about
Like
52 million.
52 million, eh? So watu 52 million. Ni wangapi wameona mlango ya airport? Na hiyo hapo wameenda sio local travelers. Local travelers tuko wengi hata mimi.
Kwenda ku escort wengine na kurudi ama
Okay, kwa hiyo amhesabiki kwa sababu unarudi. na mostly mnatumia expressway wakati mnaenda. Alafu mkirudi amlipi pesa expressway. Thereby denying Kenyans the revenue yenye mngelipa ya kulipa ya expressway. So, nyinyi amhesabiwi. Tunahesabu wale ambao they live in the country.
And in what you are highlighting, it's very, very important because the cost ya kujenga that expressway,
Yes.
we build it on a debt. We build it on a debt. So now we owe money, but we have no way of making back this money because this is a road.
Yes.
Well, what is the length, the extent of its utility? Now that's an issue.
Utility.
So even if, for example, it would be more reasonable if, let's say, we connected the airport
Yeah.
to some company, for example, that works with the exports. The avocado, for example, watumie hiyo.
Yes,
Ship the avocados. But sasa, it's a road that is just there. People can use it, unalipa pesa kidogo, but that doesn't add up in the balances. It doesn't add up in the amount of money that we took to set this thing up.
Now, in countries like labda tuseme country kama China, do they also build, unamesikia kuna they have these things called special economic zones,
Yes.
whereby in a country in a city kama Guangzhou ama Shenzhen, whenever Shenzhen,
The home of the Silicon Valley of China.
the Silicon Valley of China.
sounds made up, but okay.
Alright, tena si uongo. You guys can Google that.
Shenzhen.
Shenzhen exists. What do you comment? Tuambie kama Shenzhen exists.
Shenzhen is the home of all big companies in China, like Alibaba.
Okay, something like Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how Silicon Valley is the home of the big companies in America, like Oracle.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the likes.
Yeah.
Yes, and inaitwa Guangzhou. You guys najua mna doubt lakini hii ni kweli. Hii ni kweli. Now Guangzhou, Shenzhen. I imagine roads zinafaa kuwa zimeenda huko direct ndio kama if Apple is manufacturing labda their wares, their iPhones, your macho tattoos in Guangzhou or Shenzhen. Kuna barabara imeenda mpaka kwa hiyo kiwanda. Inatoa vitu kutoka Apple, your Apple phones.
Yes.
Design in California.
Apple, yeah.
Potato. Inatoa goods kutoka pale Shenzhen. Inapeleka mpaka airport in Beijing or whoever.
Yeah.
Bwana najua China. I've been there virtually. So inatoa kutoka pale Shenzhen. Ina expressway yao inapeleka vitu Beijing, zinatoka na
Natoka na ndege.
Yes. Ama labda kuna airport.
No, that's one of the reasons they wanafanya, they really, really do well, because infrastructure is not built as decoration or as a political
milestone. Ya kuonyeshana tulijenga.
Yes. Kuonyeshana tulijenga hii so that campaign inakuja nasema I was involved in building
hii
this.
Hii ni yangu. Dalton was here.
So they build for substance. They build to solve their problems. We build for to show that mimi nilijenga hii, so vote for me.
Essentially the impact of that on manufacturing. Ni like what we are losing every time tuna lose companies. Na zinatokea tuko hiyo expressway. All these companies, very beautiful companies, very huge beautiful companies employing thousands of people. Now like they say one job in a manufacturing companies creates about 4 more.
4 more jobs in the economy.
Mtu wa smoky, like you said, mtu wa smoky, mtu wa pasua mayai hapo. Wakati tunaenda lunch, wakati tumetoka kunywa chai hapa, essentially I'm an employer. Right now people can consider me an employer.
So I think the fundamental problem lies in how we distribute the funds. We have limited funds. In particular, in Kenya, it's not that, you see, money is useless when it is there. Money is only useful when it is flowing.
Yes.
So in Kenya, we have a lot of money that is not flowing. It is not being directed in the right places, not being used appropriately. And when we use it, we use a lot of it in projects such as Expressway. We use a lot of debt on it. but the return on the economy doesn't match what we fed in. And when we prioritize such a sector like that,
Yes.
we've not prioritized manufacturing. So now where are we going to get the fund for manufacturing? Do we get another debt? We can't get another debt because now that's another monster.
Where are we going to get money for manufacturing? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to pick up from there after commercial break, but keep it locked, keep it tuned right here. Tutajibu za maswali. Asante sana.
Welcome to the DGX Show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX Show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX Show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX Show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX Show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX Show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX Show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX Show, where technology comes alive.
Welcome to the DGX Show. Together with myself is going to be a crew on site.
Hello and welcome to the DGX Show.
Welcome viewers, welcome to the DGX Show.
Honest, from what I'm hearing, this is something worth investing in.
We want to give our customers a very good experience in terms of the design and the look and feel.
Oh,
We have our Samsung cables.
Now this is where we walk the talk.
You can zoom up to 100 times zoom, guys.
We say technology makes life easier.
So when you hear about AI in Samsung, call it the mobile experience.
You've heard it from the horse's mouth. We are currently at Shujaa Mall.
We have different stores across the country.
We'll be back at the Lokman Mall. Get to experience the wow features.
We've recently launched a new range of tablets.
What an amazing presentation by the Samsung team and engagement. The DGX Show is Africa's #1 consumer electronics, tech, and gadget show. We get to review different technology products available for you, the consumer.
Join us live for the DGX Show only on Kelele Digital.
Welcome to the DGX Show. Together with myself is going to be a crew on site.
Hello and welcome to the DGX Show.
welcome viewers, welcome to the DGX Show.
Honest, from what I'm hearing, this is something worth investing in.
We want to give our customers a very good experience in terms of the design and the look and feel.
Oh,
We have our Samsung cables.
Now this is where we walk the talk.
You can zoom up to 100 times zoom, guys.
We say technology makes life easier.
So when you hear about AI in Samsung, call it the mobile experience.
You've heard it from the horse's mouth. We are currently at Shujaa Mall.
We have different stores across the country.
We'll be back at the Lokman Mall. Get to experience the wow features.
We've recently launched a new range of tablets.
What an amazing presentation by the Samsung team and engagement. The DGX show is Africa's #1 consumer electronics, tech, and gadget show. We get to review different technology products available for you, the consumer.
Join us live on the DGX show only on Kelele Digital.
Welcome to the DGX show. Together with myself is going to be a
Welcome to the DGX show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in.
We are back to the Imagine Nairobi show. Now, if you've been following through, tumekuwa na very heated debates on how we're going to improve the manufacturing and industrialization of our city. And tulikuwa tumeacha kwa swali moja. Mtazamaji tulikuwa umekuacha with one question, and the question was, where do we get the money? So, Dalton Mundi.
Yeah.
Engineer mwenyewe. Where do you think we can find the money? Where do we get the money?
I do think that we do have the money. As a country, we have a lot of money. Kenya has money, and no one should deceive you that we don't have money. But there is an issue that lies in a systemic issue in the country, and that is our prioritizations of where we put the money.
What do you mean prioritizations?
In this sense, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. We've got the money to build something, for example. And then we look at the economy. We need a manufacturing company.
Yes.
So let's say we need a basic manufacturing company to manufacture, let's say, bicycles. We look at the amount of money we need for that.
Who uses bicycles? Najua ni example, lakini who is using bicycles?
Yeah. The interesting thing is, okay, even with that example, we import all our bicycles from China. We import all of them. And now that is a toll on our economy.
Yes.
But if you wanted to manufacture them, we look at our budget, let's say we need 160 million Kenyan shillings for a basic warehouse with basic equipment. But instead of doing this, the next political campaign is getting close. So I as a policymaker, as a politician, not a policymaker, a politician, I decide to use this money to build some project as a spectacle to show the nation that I build this so that they can vote for me. But if we do our economics, we notice that the return of this project is not, it's not equivalent to what was put in. And before the break, we were looking at the expressway, for example.
Yes.
That is a very good example to look at. We need to ask ourselves, how much more are we getting from having invested in the expressway? Because if we put so much money in something that doesn't have a return for the country,
Yeah.
we could have put it somewhere else.
Na,
Okay.
Unajua swali yangu imekuwa ikijiuliza every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every year since about 1970s, since we had these universities, like in UN and the number one university, Kenyatta University, where you guys are from, we have been graduating. These people wanaitwa engineers.
Yes.
In material science, in whatever kind of, in any field.
Yeah.
Every year, there are very many graduates who are engineering, who are the people who are almost the key beneficiaries of manufacturing.
Yeah.
Why? What happens to you guys? Saying that now that there is no manufacturing companies, the companies in Natoroka, where do you go?
Now it is in part the responsibility of the engineer to build those companies, and we must put that as a baseline. That is why the reason they are not building is, first of all, starting with the economics. How much money do you need for a basic manufacturing company? If you have less than 100 million Kenyan shillings, it's very unlikely you will be able to build something that can stand, because you see, manufacturing is a bit costly, especially something like automobile. I've been trying to trace on what happened to Mobius Motors as an example, why their operations are very struggling. Now, so Mobius Motors is a company in Kenya that used to manufacture. It was assembling cars with the aim of manufacturing vehicles.
So they were doing assembly.
They were doing assembly.
Yes.
And right now they are also trying to see how they can repackage and come and actually do manufacturing and launch in Kenya. But the automobile supply chain is very complicated.
Okay.
It is not a simple thing you set up with a shilingi mbili na imenda.
Yes.
So because of such economics, it becomes very intimidating for engineers to get into the space. But it could be very easy with political goodwill.
Yes.
If the policymakers say, we are going to make this amount of money available to engineers who are innovative, and we are also going to make the ecosystem available, the ecosystem to be one that supports manufacturing.
Yes.
Because you look at our ecosystem, this country alone, we've had so many manufacturing companies getting out of the country or going bankrupt. And the key reason is always the cost of operations is very high. And so they have to lay off so many people, and they can't maintain their logistics.
Yes.
And the reason why their cost of operations is very high is, one, the taxes. You have very high taxes, and they are inconsistent. Very inconsistent.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say taxes are inconsistent? I thought you are paying the same.
I misworded there. It's not the taxes. It's
tariffs.
Tariffs.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. The tariffs. The tariffs are inconsistent. So I want to import some, let's say, steel.
Yes.
I want to import steel from China to come and build something in my manufacturing company. So I'm going to be taxed this amount, 16% tax.
Yes.
Which is a lot. Sometimes in China you get something like 2% tax.
What do you mean 2% tax on manufacturing? 2%?
On steel. Like you want to get steel from a company in China. In China, sometimes in parts of some provinces in China, the government can say tax 2% so that they can build as fast as possible.
So but how do you compete? How do you compete 16 versus 2?
We cannot compete.
Yes.
And so it's very good to look at the policymakers as well.
Yes.
So you tell them, maybe sometimes you want to lower the taxes for manufacturing to promote it, and also make the tariffs more consistent. Because if they're changing, I only have this amount of money that I've budgeted for.
Yes.
If tomorrow I need to get double, or I need to cut it in half, it's messy. It's very, very messy.
Yeah.
And so many companies struggle to have a good foothold in the country.
Now, Dubai, Rwanda, all these countries, they are making, maybe they've made a comeback, a financial comeback over the last 3 decades. Their manufacturing is not as strong as hivyo, lakini wako nayo kidogo labda ya oil kama hizo.
Yes.
Now, what would you think inaweza kuwa the incentives zenye wamepewa so that manufacturing inaenda is makes a comeback in their country? What could be the incentives do you think wanapewa zenye Kenya hatupewi hapa? Because like you said, many companies are leaving.
Yeah.
So what do you think will be the necessary incentives? Because we need manufacturing back. I think we can agree we need manufacturing back.
We need it back. A few incentives I could highlight. We can look at the world's largest manufacturing powerhouse, China, again.
Okay, China. I say USA, you say China. Okay.
There's some incentives the country implemented to promote manufacturing. They set up companies against each other. So the government said they offered money to different companies, depending on the performance of the company, to force the companies to compete with each other to see who will perform better than the other. And another thing...
Is it that induced competition? Would that kill the businesses?
No, whenever you have competition, the people, it's the principle of capitalism.
Yes.
The people are going to build much better products.
Yes.
And the more competitive it is, the more better products you're always going to get.
Is that true? Have boyfriends, do they compete?
Have boyfriends.
Is that what Donald is saying? He's hypothesizing that more competition builds better quality.
Yeah.
More competition
builds better quality of the products.
To the consumer.
Yes, to the consumer.
Yes.
And that's the problem we have with something like Safaricom. I have no problem with Safaricom, but Safaricom is a monopoly in the country, in the telecommunication sector.
So do you think the country needs to build another Safaricom?
Someone needs to come and challenge their economics to get them to continually innovate for the people.
Yeah.
So that it should not be that 2 days ago natumia M-Pesa to pay for fare and then it's hanging. Why is it hanging? There's a problem in the engineering system.
But I've been paying double prices. I think you told me you would
the other day.
You guys have money. So
now that's a problem that can be solved. But to solve it, you need an incentive to solve it.
Yes.
And to have an incentive to solve such a problem, the best and easiest way is when there's competition. When you know, if I don't fix it, that company is fixing it.
Isn't poverty is incentive enough? Because we are poor as a country. We cannot compare ourselves to China or whatever. Isn't poverty and is enough incentive? If poverty is not making you get out of the bed.
For a country like South Korea, we have more resources than them.
Yeah.
But they are more upgraded than us.
Yes.
They don't have steel.
Yeah.
They can't grow coffee. They don't have petroleum on their ground.
Yeah.
What they do for coffee, they import the coffee, different types of coffee.
Yeah.
From Kenya, by the way.
Yeah, from like Ethiopia
and
the
Kenya.
Arabica and the like.
Yes. Lisoma Robusta.
Yeah. They import it.
Yeah.
Wanaenda wana
process.
They go process the coffee, package it, and then they resell. Yes, back to us. So it comes from us, they package it, they send it back to us.
In fact,
one of the issues we have, literally, on that very same point, is we allow them to send it back to us. So we should not be allowing imports of our own products. We should say, si tumewauzia. If you're going to sell them coffee, we process it in Kenya, tuwauzia the final product.
You guys remember when Trump entered back into the office? Now the first thing alifanya ni tariffs. Do you say we tariff South Korea? Is it in our interest to tariff South Korea economically?
It was just an example.
Do we lose that money? What do we do? Do we lose that money so that we can create more space for ourselves to do manufacturing? Or we take the money and try to build the manufacturing companies for ourselves? What do we do?
I say we limit the imports we get, so that we say...
Why should you import the same product that you can manufacture here? Exactly.
So we say, this is the amount that we are importing.
Yes.
We are going to limit, for example, if the number of our... Right now, we are facing a crisis that our imports are more than our exports. So we can say, we'll only import this much. Ikifika hapa, this is the limit, so that we can promote the local companies. Because
exactly what you are saying. People prefer foreign stuff over local stuff.
Yes. And part of the issue why that is the case is the foreign stuff are available, especially in plenty.
Yes.
So the Chinese, for example, they manufacture clothes in millions.
Yes.
One has manufacture 100 bob, and then they flood our market.
There was that time
So you call
on social.
Rivertex. There was the Rivertex
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
Rivertex. Do they still manufacture cotton? Because Kenya was known for manufacturing cotton. What were made?
Yeah.
They were
Nowadays it's like
Yes.
it's not there.
It's the companies are really struggling in the country. So you'll find China, they flood our market with their products.
Yes.
In electronics, Oraimo, you'll hear Oraimo almost
Everywhere, Guilty.
A company in, let's say, consumer electronics.
Yeah.
You will have a very hard time establishing a foothold. Because you have cheaper products from China that prevents our local products from having a space in the market. But if we can limit the number of imports we have, if you can say this is the amount we are going to import, the rest source it locally because we can build these things.
Let's do a hypothesis kidogo. China. Tukisema let's say the production of kitu kama koti or t-shirts. Kila mtu ana relate with that. Now production ya koti ama China kutoka kwa zile fununu nimekuwa nikisikia ground. Fununu zinasema this thing can cost me 20 bob. Sijui kama nikosea ama nilidanganya.
See, it was just a few months ago people online were writing about you're being sold for an iPhone for so much money and you can get it at 1,000 shillings or $1,000 or something.
Yeah. So how do we compete with that? Kama wanaweza produce this code for 20 bob ama iPhone for.
But actually, you see,
how do we compete with
we
that?
also have the capacity to do that. I was walking across Wihoko a few days ago.
Wihoko, eh?
There's
Bado kuna matope huko.
It's a bit better. A bit better. Now there's a company hapo.
Yes.
Manufacturing clothes, gowns for women mostly, and luxury products.
Yes.
And looking at the company, I was very impressed because it shows you our capacity for manufacturing.
Shout out to the company leo. Or shout out leo. We will not offer value this show. What is the name of the company? People go and check it out because we are here for making sure that the manufacturing companies are part of the shout outs. People know what they exist.
I wrote it somewhere. I'll find it.
In Mwihoko, a company in Mwihoko which manufactures clothes, we have given you a free shout out up on Imagine Nairobi. Please come to the Imagine Nairobi show tuambie mnafanya nini huko and how you are solving this problem. So this company,
it's that kind of instance when you come across someone building something of substance, and you wonder why don't we have many more of these. And then you notice how even at a psychological level, Kenyans have evolved in such a fashion that they have a very strong prioritization for things that are imported. They would rather spend so much money on a cloth bora imekuwa labeled Gucci or Louis Vuitton.
LCY Kiki.
But
I can't relate.
if you offer them true value, a very small proportion will care about true value. They only care about if you are a Kenyan manufacturer, normal manufacturer, so you're not a brand like Gucci.
Yes, when Rivertex. Rivertex.
Then they're going to
no shade.
They're going to care only about paying little money for a lot of value. So they don't want to pay money. And so most companies end up making the decision it's not such a good decision. They end up compromising on the quality. They end up saying maybe if I reduce quality, people will be able to afford. But the only issue is these people are never interested in your products. There is a small proportion interested, but this proportion are only interested because of the value. So the minute you compromise value, they start going away without telling you. And suddenly, you're starting going bankrupt. You don't know what happened, but you chased away the true customers because of the many fake customers that are only interested in Gucci and Louis Vuitton.
Hold on. Now, mimi kama manufacturer, tuseme Minor and Sons Manufacturing Company, kwa sababu lazima weke and Sons. I don't know why they don't put daughters. So Minor and Sons Manufacturing Company, tuna manufacture our clothes. Now, our core customers, wale ambao wanatupenda kwa sababu wa clothes una manufacture once and you wear them for 5 years. Okay, very high quality. Hii nguo iraruki, hii nguo unaweza nayo enda nao mkutano, wengi nayo kwa shamba, na the clothes is good
quality propaganda.
Exactly. Now, tumekuwa tutengenezea watu na we have I'm trying to understand what you're saying now. tumetengenezea watu nguo, they love our clothes. But our clothes are expensive.
Yeah.
Because they are high quality.
Yeah.
Lakini at the same time tunataka kuongeza our customer base. Our customer base. Na customer yetu tukiangalia tunaona labda wanunui nguo vile wanafaa kuwa wananunua according to our company projections. So how do we reconcile watu wakulima wadogo wale wana pesa mingi sana na wale wengine ambao we've been manufacturing these high quality clothes how do we reconcile these two factions? Because there are two factions of customers. Kuna wale they don't mind paying for very great quality.
And by the way, high quality. What's high quality?
I think if you know, you know.
If you know, you
know. Kama mimi, wacha nikwambie. Let me give you an example. Mimi wakati, and people are going, wala wanauza nguo watanichukia sana. But iko vile iko, you speak the truth. So whenever I go to buy clothes, usually my number one question ni, hii nguo nitaivaa miaka 5. Yeah, that is... I know women might have different ideas.
High quality will depend on the material limundo nayo, the aestheticity. How beautiful looking is the cloth. And also your own personal taste.
Yes.
That unaweza add on the free.
Yes.
But on your question,
yes.
It depends on the business plan, business strategy of the company. Because in business, you notice something. Your product cannot... not all products are for everyone. So, if you have a product here, you look at it, and then you look who is paying.
This show is for everyone, you guys.
Yeah. No, this is for everyone. But when you are selling a product,
yes,
the people you sell to are not the people who are excited about your product. They are the people who actually give money for your product.
Yes.
So you look at the people who are paying, and then you modify your marketing strategies to target the people who are paying, because now those are your customers.
Yes.
Now you could say you want to diversify.
Yes.
But if you want to diversify, you may need to change the entire supply chain, the entire product itself, for the sake of people in a different category. People who have different interests. They're not interested in your product.
Yes, yes.
But if you take the same product and you compromise on the quality of the product, in the name of I'm trying to get everyone to love my product, it's that is too much greed. And that greed is going to kill the company.
Lakini company must be greedy. If you guys have seen, like, nikiangalia company kama Apple, it has been growing for leaps and bounds.
Yes.
For years, like every year, wanna announce 20% increase. Or 20%, the company has become 20%. Watu wanatoka wapi? Na mbona sisi kama wa Kenya, we cannot have a company, a manufacturing company, 20% is growing by 20%. Watu wanatoka wapi? Because Apple, on the other hand, wale wametumia Apple, wale wanatumia, sisi tunatumianga Apple, sisi ambao tunatumia Apple. Cost yetu last year, we bought the iPhone 16, ama ilikuwa 17?
17 ya juzi.
Okay, sawa. Okay, 16. Tulinunua 150,000. Wala tulinunua. Now, nguo zetu, you are saying that our culture, wanataka we reduce our costs ya kuuzia, like the purchasing cost. Hapo inaongezeka. Lakini manufacturing yetu inapungua. The t-shirts.
Again, that's an ideological problem.
Why?
We can pay for Apple, you 150,000 yote. Your time we have all the money. But when it comes to a local product, the money disappears.
Exactly.
It's the same story. If tumeambiwa nguo imetoka France, tutalipa 60,000.
Yes.
Tukikuja local cloth, the same cloth, tutashindwa kulipa 5,000. Okay?
Yes.
So that is a systemic problem, a mind problem with regards to how we think. But we can mitigate it.
How?
We can mitigate it
How?
starting with the policies we have. You can't buy an apple when apple is not easily available.
Do we add tariffs to Apple?
We add tariffs to Apple, number 1.
Yes.
2, we limit the imports of Apple. Okay?
How do we do that? So how do we limit?
We can limit by giving
someone anaweza ingia Uganda wanunue Apple.
Yeah, they can.
Yes.
But most will not. the bigger part of the population will not.
Yes.
And now you see the country will decide. This is the volume of imports we are going to have from this country,
Yes.
from that country.
Yes.
These are our trade partners, and these are the terms of the partnership.
Uh-huh.
If we look at that, we look at the partnership that only benefit Kenya. You see, that's one thing that's interesting about any first world country. They always look at what trade partnership with other nations develop us. But the issue with African countries, even beyond Kenya,
Yes.
bora we are partnering with the Muzungu,
Now,
even if they're killing our economy.
hold on. You've brought something very, very pertinent about tulikuwa meona a few months ago. Samia Suluhu. I think she's running a campaign. Now, one of the things alifanya ni kustop now hizi small jobs. Za fundi wa simu, ile ambayo engineers are doing.
Local small jobs.
Yes. Anasema wa Kenya na other people from foreigners hawezi fanya all this, kuuza chai pale, kuuza mandazi. No, these very small scale jobs. Alisema aliwekea tariff. Essentially watu wa Burundi huko hawauzi mandazi. Hawauzi njugu. Do we need to do that in manufacturing? Do we need to say ya kwamba if we can do we process kahawa, we are not going to import kahawa? Do we need to do that? And what will be the ramifications of quality? Like you said, kuna good things ambazo zinakuja from competition. So tukisema tutaki kahawa ya France, kahawa ya Egypt, kahawa ya Germany, ambao ni yetu, does it mean which is a big shame, does it mean what will be the implication of the quality of Kenyan coffee in that regard?
There's a statement I like. I'm going to paraphrase Elon Musk.
Yes.
It will get hard, a bit hard for a short period of time.
Yes.
And then it becomes easy.
It will get hard for a bit
for a short period of time.
For a short period of time.
Before it gets easy. So if we want to shift into manufacturing,
yes,
the initial setup, building our own companies, the economy will struggle because we are used to depending on the West, for example, to fund us.
Yes.
But the minute they go away, we are going to really struggle to establish ourselves. But the minute we establish ourselves, we are going to become better. We are going to really, really grow. The challenge lies in the terms of how we dissociate from the West. And if we are going to, for example, produce our own coffee, I will say it doesn't matter whether the quality matches that of processing companies in Germany, because if we compete with their infrastructure, we don't have the money to do that.
But tumezoea kunywa kahawa ya Germany inaoja, kuna vile inaoja.
Sasa that's why we are going to suffer for a short period of time.
So
and because you see, if we say we want that same quality, we must be, you can only be arrogant when you have the money to be arrogant.
What are they doing that we can't do?
What they have is they have many advanced equipment for processing.
Yes.
That we can't buy. We can have them.
Okay, who said we can't buy?
Engineers wanafanyanga nini kwa sababu you guys keep talking about advanced machinery. Funny, what have you guys been learning?
Now we can build the machinery we need.
Yes.
But sasa building those machinery, the cost that we need, we need goodwill from the government, and we need pooling of resources into the right places in order to build them. Because if the issue with hardware companies is especially something like telephone companies, even glass blowing.
Yes.
They don't make profit from building one product. They do it on economies of scale. So you don't just need two equipment. Even if you have, let's say, 1 billion shillings.
Yes.
You don't need two equipment. You need a lot of it to produce in mass. But not just producing in mass. You must make sure that this money will not be embezzled. It won't be messed up with. Now, you see the money, when you're trying to build something with the money, you must make sure you keep proper account of this money. And you must make sure it's also enough to buy all the equipment you want to buy to establish the initial company.
The liabilities versus assets.
Exactly.
Table.
But Kenya is terrified of starting. we've started recently actually in the last 5 years. Hapa Konza, for example, we are building data centers in Konza.
What does Konza do, by the way? We expected a lot of manufacturing companies kutoka Konza. They walituchosha sana.
So Konza is still under development. They're still building the place.
Yes, you've been there, have not.
Yeah. They're also building data centers.
Yeah.
So if we have data centers, nice. We don't have to use American data centers. So that is a start. So when we establish that foundation, because you see the most important companies are not consumer companies. They're not companies that give you iPhones or clothes or luxury goods. They're companies that take sisal, take cotton, and then build the fabric used to make your clothes. There are companies that go take sand, process silica from sand, and then build monocrystalline silicon. Taiwan can therefore import and use to make their chips, for example. There are these foundational companies that take nothing and build something. They take trees, give out paper.
Why can't we do that?
Tumeona kampuni ya chumvi. I think Kensalt.
Which one? Kensalt.
Kensalt. I think that is the I don't know. That
is the most popular.
Could be the most successful manufacturing company you've seen. Because
Kensalt is the cheapest thing we have.
It's very cheap, by the way. It's very cheap. You're talking about economies of scale. They have achieved that.
Yeah, they've achieved economies of scale.
Yes. Alafu branding, they never brand anything. You Kensalt kutoka vile ulijua ukiwa mtoto.
Actually, we have a lot of companies that have done a good work in that direction. Like Skyplast, super drums.
Skyplast nimesikia.
Like Menengai ya sabuni.
Menengai.
You see the soap everywhere and they make profit from the economies of scale. Sasa if we come sasa to let's say now
new players, where are they? Unajua hizo kampuni tumetaja, these are legacy companies. Tumejua your grandfather anazijua, my father anazijua. Time immemorial. In fact, we can say
we can also observe the type of product they sell. Whether salt, buckets, Bidco inauza sabuni.
Are you saying let me get this right. Are you saying that whoever intends to be a new manufacturing player in Nairobi anafaa to consider only on the things that soaps, buckets?
No. I'm saying that is the established supply chain. Because those supply chains are easier to set up. You want to build an automobile company, that supply chain is very complicated. You want to build a chip manufacturing company, for example, so that you can build phones. That's a very complicated supply chain. And when it's complicated, we need more skill. And then now we start having problems with our education system. We need to review it. Not only do we need skilled people, we also need accountability. Because complicated supply chain, we need to import a lot of initial equipment so that we can reverse engineer them and know how the Chinese are building, for example, lithography machines that can build chips at the level of atom.
What is lithography? We're laymen, tueleze.
So, yes. Like some of the things we develop, even they look so simple, but they are very, very complicated. Especially the equipment used to build them. Now, when you're initially starting, we need very skilled people. We have issues with our education system. We need a lot of money to buy the initial equipment. We must make sure this money doesn't disappear into corruption, even amongst our engineering groups. Because there's a lot of corruption in this country. You tell an engineer, this is, again, unfortunately, part of the reason why sometimes you see Kenyans prioritizing Chinese civil engineers over the local civil engineers. Because you tell your engineer, build barabara. It's going to have, let's say, three layers.
Kwanza acha nikuulize, kunakuwa na foreman wa barabara?
Yes.
Barabara zilikuwa zina collapse. I don't know.
Yes. Sasa you are told barabara itakuwa na 3 layers of earthing itaekwa. Maybe chini itakuwa maram, then very rough gravel, then finer gravel hapo juu. Na itakuwa this thick. But say engineer anasema hii kitu to reduce it by 3/4. Ikuwe this thick. We will budget for the full thing. Hiyo pesa ya 3/4 of the thickness ndio tutakula. Alafu sasa sisi tuta order this small thickness. Hii ndio itakuwa barabara yetu. But bado utasikia issue kama gravel ilitumwa lori 11. Lori 9 ndio imefika. 2 zimeenda wapi? So lack of accountability of our engineers builds a bad picture. So people start preferring foreign engineers.
So culturally unasema culturally we should change as a culture.
As a culture we should change.
Yes, before tufikie kwa policy, before kufika kwa policy, individual level.
But it's a bit complicated. You see, individual level, individuals aren't suddenly going to change. It's a pyramid problem. So it's who's at the top. Whatever ideologies they propagate to the lower parts of society. The reason why an engineer working on the road can be corrupt is because they know their superior, who would hold them accountable, is even more corrupt than them, and is in fact involved in the deals. So there's a good phrase here. Just because you don't see me doesn't mean corruption doesn't exist.
Just because you don't see me doesn't mean corruption doesn't exist.
Because I have my minions and my lackeys who are connected to me, siphoning funds, transferring it all the way up.
Nice.
Now, if we can fix the top, our policymakers, right from the top of the pyramid, then the person at the top will hold the person below him accountable, who will hold the person below them accountable. Then we can change our nation.
I'm not going to ask you who is the CS for manufacturing and industrialization because I'm sure you guys don't know. But now consistently we've been seeing ya kwamba kama ni education ama let's say manufacturing now, unapata ule mwenye amewekwa pale is not maybe an engineer, ni mtu from is a farmer.
Thank you.
In transport and water, for example, each time we were trying to get Aisha Juma to the place.
Yes.
She was not a candidate for that. And that's some of the issues we have. We put people, now we take politics as a career.
Yeah.
Politics should not be a career. It should not be a place where you make money.
Yeah.
It should be a service. But sasa, if I'm going to put you in a position because you are my friend or because I know you,
yes,
or because you supported me,
yeah,
but this is a technical position.
Yeah.
I know now I'm going to put you in charge of water and transport.
Yes.
In charge of the engineers of this country.
Yes.
Will you understand their problems? Will you be able to solve their problems? That's a challenge. Because it's not just about putting you here because you're my friend. You are going to affect the lives of millions of Kenyans.
I saw Canada, they are doing a very great program ambayo wanaeka, let's say, Ministry of Education wanaeka mwalimu. Ministry of Transport wanaeka mjamaa alikuwa in logistics.
That's very good.
Ministry of I don't know kama kuna Ministry of Engineering, lakini labda kuna manufacturing wanaeka engineer guy. Ministry of Medicine, kuna Ministry of Medicine. Yes. Health. So wanaeka somebody who is in medicine. Na I think for hii ni maoni yangu tu, lakini a developing nation kama Kenya, don't we need to make sure ya kwamba these people ambao wanaingia pale they know shit their ground, kwa sababu some people are removed from the ground.
We can try strategies in two ways. One, fix the person at the top.
Yes.
Because if you have a president who has goodwill for the nation,
yes,
and who is interested in building the nation, first of all, the president appoints the cabinet secretaries.
Yes.
So the people they'll appoint will be competent individuals if they have goodwill for the development of the country.
Yeah.
Number two, aside from the president, the MPs that we put into place. If you're going to put MPs in your parliament who don't care about your problems, they live in ivory towers, alafu wanatoka wanakuja wanadanganya kidogo kidogo, nunua sukari mbili ya madhe, so that you vote for them again.
Why do people fall for that over and over again?
Hunger. Wewe nikupatie 500 saa hii, unipatie kula saa hii. Like your immediate problem is food.
Again, we need to change that as a nation.
Now tuende pale kwa stima. Stima, electricity. Manufacturing companies and electricity, they are related one to one.
Yeah.
Now unaambiwa like the statistics inasema kwamba kuna, I was looking at some documents pale nikifanya research. Unapata ya kwamba kuna countries kama South Africa hivi. Na Nigeria, I think you've had the pandemic in Nigeria where they don't have electricity for days. Manufacturing company inatumia tu generators.
Yeah.
Now Kenya, you saw the other day the president alikuwa launching, anaenda kupigia makofi the president of Ethiopia after launching the great Renaissance Dam in Ethiopia. lakini wakikuja hapa Kenya wanapiga makofi kwa sababu ya transformer. We come to launch a transformer. Now
Kenya, we are at the point where we are launching everything.
Yes.
Girlfriends.
You must launch your
We're
girlfriend.
launching everything.
You see, power, don't hold me accountable.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
in electrical engineering,
Yes,
but
yeah,
I am not responsible.
Yes.
But in part, I am responsible because I should be building a solution for the country. The power we have in the nation is not enough for the nation. And sometimes, the bigger problem is even less in the power not being enough, because we export some of the power even. The problem, Sasa, is in the connection of the power.
Yes.
For example, we have very large, the main distribution lines in Suswa. These lines, if there's a problem in that power station, 80% of the country without power.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you come, unatoka Nyanza,
Yes.
where there's some lines connecting from Uganda. So you'll have some electricity kidogo. Or you are in the northern parts of Kenya, mnaweza connect na Ethiopia.
Yes.
But otherwise, the bigger part of Kenya, Suswa, a problem in Suswa power lines, maybe line moja imechomeka, the whole country goes blank.
Distribution of this power. Nasikia sijui kuna Kenya Power is different from KenGen, is different from Kentraco.
Yeah. So KenGen is a body for generation of the power. KPLC.
Yes.
Kenya Power Lighting Company.
Yes.
Its work is the transmission of this power.
Yes.
Its main focus is transmitting it.
Yes.
Together with Ketraco, where Ketraco helps with the distribution of the power. So they work together to make sure we have power in the country. But the lines, how we've structured our lines, it's a small issue. It's a big issue, not even a small issue. A very big issue.
Kenya Association of Manufacturers, I think kuna body kama hiyo. Now, whenever they need to maybe negotiate for lower power, because like you said, power is a very critical component in manufacturing. Whenever they need to negotiate for lower cost ya token, kwa sababu hata wanatumia token. Who do they run to? Do they run to Ketraco? Do they run to KPLC? Do they run to KenGen? Who should they run to? Because
the token thing. Today you have 14 units. For 500 shillings. Tomorrow you have these.
Yes.
Which is a big problem for companies, because you find the power costs are changing so much and your budget can't be consistent. Leo ni ile, kesho iko huku chini, and then suddenly there's no power. Again, I think if we have consistency with powers in companies, the companies and the manufacturing companies in particular can better produce their products, because some of them need to have their machines running 24/7.
For sure. Like in
most
China,
of them in fact.
In China wanasema kuna companies ambazo zinaitwa companies which just work in the dark. Hata wanazima stima, but the manufacturing is going on. 24 hours. Here, if tukisema ni 24 hours, I don't know. Maybe the users can wanaweza tuambia if there are companies ambazo zinafanya production 24 hours. Kwa sababu usually tunafunga, in fact, I don't know whether it's a shame, whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. Because kama kampuni kama Del Monte, I assume wanaanzia shift inaanzia saa 2, inaisha 8 to 5 ama 9 to 5. Hizo masaa zingine zote zinaenda wapi? When I think thought manufacturing companies should be running 24/7. 24-hour economy. What impact does that have in our economy?
We lose a lot of the GDP every single time there's a power outage.
Yes.
I don't remember the exact statistics on this, but there was a time early this year.
Yes.
We had a 15-minute power outage.
Yes.
The Suswa lines moja lichomeka.
Yes.
So we had a power outage and M-Pesa was down for some 15 minutes.
Yes.
I don't remember the statistics, but we had a huge drop in our GDP.
GDP ya manufacturing inakuwa ngapi Kenya? Hata tujaijua hii kitu. Mnatupatia pesa ngapi hii manufacturers? What do you, because eventually everything ni money. So if you guys are maybe the reason we don't consider you guys ni kwa sababu hamtupatii pesa.
That's part of the reason. Now you see the GDP 2010 was about 13%. which is very low.
2010 hiyo ni wakati ya Kibaki was in power.
When Kibaki was in power.
Yes.
But then after Kibaki, it has been declining rapidly.
Yeah.
It was about 13% 2010.
Yes.
It has declined. Right now it's about 7%, give or take.
That's half.
That's literally half.
Why?
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
I think
the policies we have.
if the ukiongeza tufanye tu mahesabu kidogo hapa pamoja na viewers. Let us do this mathematics. 2010 umesema ilikuwa
13%.
13%.
There about.
2025
2.3%.
GDP electricity.
No,
yeah, manufacturing. Yes.
Sorry.
So 2025 umesema ni about 7%.
7%. Yes.
This is almost 7%. Half. Tukiangalia population ya Nairobi ya the country ya 2010 tunaweza hypothesize inaweza kuwa ngapi? Labda 40 million, I don't. 38 million.
Yes.
38 million na sasa tuko 52 million.
52 million.
What is that? I thought to get, for us to cater to 52 million, the number of manufacturing companies ingekuwa zimeongezeka to maybe at 21% to keep up with the population.
The challenge with the country is there are so many moving elements. One moving element, which is a big cancer in the backbone of this nation,
yes,
which is the biggest cancer we have,
yes,
and we really need to get rid of it. Especially, we need to vote wisely in the next election so that we get rid of this cancer. Is the cancer called the debt we have. In our debt, 70.3% of our tax,
yes,
goes straight to debt.
Debt servicing.
Every single time you pay tax, it goes.
Yes.
It disappears. 70% of it disappears. And 40% of that debt in particular, we don't know where it goes to. We know that we owe our country money. We don't know who we borrowed money from in this country.
Yes.
But we know that our accounts have deficits. So we need to figure out how we are going to get rid of this debt. First things first. Because otherwise, we can't develop. Because every single time we try developing, there's a black hole swallowing every single coin we make. And notice the cost of manufacturing is very high.
Yes.
So if we can't even collect money because there's a black hole pulling it, called debt, the debt crisis, it's very messy. It's very, very hard to start manufacturing companies. And also if we keep creating an over-reliance on Western powers manufacturing and shipping to us,
yes,
on China coming to flood our markets,
yeah,
we are not supporting our manufacturing sectors, which are already struggling.
Yeah.
And so they struggle even more.
Now what do we do? Because kuna pia another pandemic that you mentioned. Our very brilliant engineers. Watu ambao wanafaa kufanya kazi katika hizo companies.
Yeah.
Manufacturing companies. The people we are educating with our... Mimi nimelipia, by the way, nimelipia engineers wengi sana school fees out of my taxes. So, our watu wote have been paying, you state accountability and we have to be accountable. Tumelipia through our hard-earned taxes, tumewalipia nyinyi pesa mingi sana ya kuwafundisha how to do manufacturing. Why are you guys leaving? Why are you guys leaving our country as soon as memaliza hii degree ya kwanza mnatuacha? We have paid for you. Don't you feel, I'm going to ask you now very plainly, because on this show we do things very direct. Don't you feel a guilt? I will ski guilt wakati you leave the country.
Wait. Why should they feel guilty when they are not offered?
We have paid for them.
The
Tumewasomesha through our hard-earned taxes.
The problem is
yes,
you owe your country accountability for spending resources and to nurture you and to train you.
Yes, you guys owe us.
We owe the nation that responsibility, and that's why I said, for example, with regards to power outages,
yes,
I hold part of the blame.
Yeah,
because as an electrical engineer,
yes,
in electrical engineering, that is our sector.
Yes,
so we should be fixing it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, people run whenever they see greener pastures. Especially in the health sciences, we are facing that crisis. We have only about how many? Somewhere around 20,000 doctors.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the exact statistics, but not so many.
Yeah.
But every single year, about 4,000 medics, nurses and doctors, about 4,000 of them go abroad every single year.
But we are also importing Cuban doctors.
very, very few of them. We're importing very few Cuban doctors. And how many people can afford Cuban doctors? So those are not ya wananchi au ni ya wenye nchi.
Yes.
Yes, because they don't trust the local doctors, unfortunately. And the reason they don't trust them is because of the education sector.
Yes.
The same thing is happening in engineering. Our engineers are offered a better job, Google or somewhere, they go away.
Yeah.
Google DeepMind says, you're very smart. Come work for us, we will pay you nicely. They go away.
And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. Even in Rwanda, they were fighting the other day. But they are now stealing our engineers, our urban developers. Watu ambao tumesomesha nimelipia school fees ya kufanya urban development.
Tumesikia.
People who have paid for kufanya hii mambo ya stima. Instead of working for our nation, wanaibiwa Rwanda.
But I think
Rwanda, we are not. There's no big difference between Kenya and Rwanda.
now there's a big difference. Kenya is at an advantageous position over Rwanda.
Yes.
But our decisions are killing us. You see, Kenya has more resources than Rwanda. Rwanda is a very small country.
Landlocked. Yeah, they have no ocean. We have ocean. We have an
and
ocean.
we have very brilliant individuals, especially in the tech space and engineering.
Super brilliant.
A solution that I see would work is if we can rally our companies, Kenyan companies like Safaricom, companies like Telcom,
Yes.
like Bidco, any big company within Kenya,
Yes.
to pull in funds to enable the engineers to develop companies, manufacturing companies. And if, in particular, if we put a core emphasis on the foundational manufacturing companies, it is useless to manufacture, not useless, it is not that useful to manufacture clothes, for example.
Could you manufacture?
Clothes.
Clothes,
But more useful
Yes.
to process sisal and cotton into fabric. And so we need to shift our prioritization of money instead of putting it into, for example, companies to make clothes. Companies that make clothes can be profitable in 3 years, 5 years.
Nimesikia fununu. Fununu tu za ground kwa sababu mimi nakuanga na masikio yangu in the ground. Kiberiti, matchsticks.
Yeah.
Tunaambiwa tuna import.
Gani kifaa?
Kiberiti. I don't know. Toothpick.
Toothpick.
Yes.
Even spoons.
Of all things.
Tissue. Vijiko.
We import a lot of things that we should not be importing.
Yeah.
Drips. Hii pipe ya drips. Do you know the pipes tunawekanga for drip irrigation? Hii iko na tushimo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hata hiyo tunatoa pahali. What are we know? Nini akili hatuna ama ni nini inafanyika? What is happening?
We are not making the right prioritizations with our money. You see, it is affordable to make a cloth, for example. Let me stick on that example, Bado.
Yes.
And then maybe if I manufacture enough of them,
Yes.
in 3 years, I can be profitable selling them to people. But the issue is, the material for the cloth, I've imported it from somewhere, from China.
Yes.
It's harder to process the sisal
Yeah.
into cloth, but it is possible. There are women upper central, is it in Embu, who took banana,
Yeah.
and they're making braids out of banana.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
I heard the
why
company.
not the engineers
Yes.
just build a company, they automate that process basi, so that we don't have to import our braids from China.
What will be like the pathway? What do you hypothesize inafaa kuwa the pathway ya a person who is learning engineer? Sahii kuna audiences, kuna watu wanasoma engineering sahii. Very busy wanasoma engineering. Nataki wakuje kufanya kazi ya kurepair bulbs peke yake. Hataki wakuje kufanya kazi ni kazi, but hataki tu wakuwa wanafanya tu kazi ya kuendesha nduthi peke yake. These are very brilliant people whose minds can be used for even more than kutengeneza hizo nduthi wanaendesha. So what do you think is the pathway? Is the ideal pathway ya engineer ametoka shule, anasoma shule sahi 10-20 years from now, in order for him to set up a manufacturing company? Kwa sababu tumesema engineers must do it.
They must do it.
They must do it.
That is
you
why
said
trained.
they must do it.
That is why the country trains them.
So what will be the ideal path? What will be the ideal environment? Yeah, this young engineer watching us today to thrive in Nairobi as a manufacturer.
we start by realizing why the country invests in training engineers. They're not trained to fix bulbs. They're not trained kufanya kazi IT behind a computer. The reason the country trains engineers is to build something out of nothing, to build ecosystems that don't yet exist, but that we need. The right pathway, I will say, is that the engineering student must keep awareness that the focus of your engineering degree is more than whatever is written on the paper. It's more on what can you do. So you need to make sure you have a very strong repertoire of skills. You must be the most competent person you've ever known. This very annoying and unfortunate misconception of engineering.
Yes.
That engineering is about, for example, electrical is about kuweka
sockets,
bulb.
Mechanical engineering ni welding.
Yes. Now, those are misconceptions that we need to get rid of.
Yes.
I like how Engineers Act 2011.
Yes.
2011. 2011. How it defines engineering. It defines engineering as the creative application of scientific principles to design, to operate, to build something for the benefit of society. But not just that, it adds that the engineer, now I am paraphrasing.
Yes.
It adds that the engineer must know exactly how that system will behave under specific conditions. So it says the engineer must be able to find scientific principles wherever you'll find them, whether you're going to find them in biology, chemistry, physics, medicine, wherever you'll find them.
Yes.
Apply them creatively to optimize a process. To design something, to build something. But you must know everything about whatever you've built. You must know how it's going to behave under any given special conditions so that we guarantee that we have something that will work. And they also insist that you must be cognizant of the economics so that you have something sustainable. It's a very wonderful document, Engineers Act 2011.
By the way you're explaining it, it sounds very, I didn't know kuna kitu kama hiyo. And it must be very beautiful.
It is a defining document for engineering in the country.
Yes.
It lists for you what does it mean to be an engineer and what does the country want of you as an engineer.
Yes.
And with that mindset, if you have that mindset, then you stop coding for the sake of playing around with the code like a puzzle.
Yes.
You ask yourself, what do I need to build? Do I need to code to build it? If I need to code, what code do I need on my computer to build it? So you ask yourself what problem is to be solved, then you look for the resources. So if you're a mechanical engineer, the skills you will have immediately will be around mechanical engineering. But then if you need to outsource something, either go outsource it, learn it yourself, or get someone who knows it. Bring them together to build something. And there's a reason why all engineers are taught CAD design.
Yes, computer-aided design.
Computer-aided design.
Yes.
How do you draw this thing in a computer?
Yes.
So that you can go manufacture it?
Yes.
How do you design something, a simulation in a computer?
Yes.
They are taught material science.
Material
After
science.
you have designed it, what material will you use to build it?
Hiyo kitu by the way tulisikia kwa high school na tuko na ilitutisha sana material science. Yes.
What materials you use, what kind of plastics? There's so many types of plastics. What kind of metals? For example, in the chip of your phone, you need bronze, you need gold, you need silver. You also need fiberglass, and you need copper. Where are you going to use which ones? How are you going to use them? So material science is very, very important.
Yes.
Another thing they are taught is something called thermodynamics.
Yes.
It's a very fancy name.
Thermodynamics.
But very, very important.
Inatumika kutengeneza thermos.
Thermos,
thermos. I know something, but I know something.
It's used in a lot more than thermos, but
yes.
You must also know electrical machines. How do motors work, generators work?
Yes.
So there are many. Those are not all of them, but
yes, there are plethora of things.
The core subjects, core units.
Yes.
That gives you a basis for building things, because if you know material science, for example, so long as I want to build something, I can think in line of what materials do I need.
So engineer wa Kenya unasema kutoka vile umeeleza ni engineer wa Kenya amesoma. amesoma anajua kufanya hizi vitu, mbona ni uzembe tu ako nayo ya kukosa kufanya hizi vitu?
Sasa one of them is mindset. Anatoka with, we educate ourselves with the idea of get a degree, get a perfect paper. I got A's, nilipata first class.
Yes.
But I can do nothing. But how can you get first class and be able to do nothing? Because you have 5 years in college.
Yes.
In year 2, you were taught how to code on a computer.
Yes.
How to use computer to build softwares.
Yeah.
To build robots. But you ulisoma vizuri, ukapata your A.
Yes.
But you stopped practicing. By the time you've reached 5th year, 3 years later, you don't practice, you lose it. So you lose the skill, but you have perfect A's, first class. That's the first problem. And now, you want to go to get a job, but unaambiwa, hapa hatukulipi more than 40,000.
30,000. In fact,
30,000.
Inakuwa 30,000.
30,000.
Sio aliandikiwa wapi? But every employer is paying you 30,000.
Wanakuambia, we don't see why we should pay you this.
Yes.
Because you are not skilled. The thing you notice in engineering spaces,
yes.
if you're truly skilled, I know some people say, oh, there's no job for engineering. But
yes.
my observation,
yeah.
if I look at the truly skilled ones,
yes.
They almost always get jobs in their last year of university or immediately after they graduate.
Yes.
And they are paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because people see their value. But then you have someone, they have clean A's, anataka salary at 200,000, but they don't have skill. So you have to just tell them, I know you have clean A's, ulisoma mathematics first year, but you stopped practicing mathematics. Now you don't know it. And I'm not going to retrain you as the employer.
So as the manufacturer, on incentive, you could retrain these people to fit the build that they want.
Because
manufacturing
you see,
companies.
the manufacturers, they always want,
I
hire you, the university was built to train you.
Yes.
So you know what you need. You know what we need.
Yeah.
Your work is you come the first month, you get inducted in the culture of the company, and then tunaanza kazi.
Now, policies around manufacturing into assimilating the new graduates.
Yes.
What can be improved so that these policies inasaidia, like the disconnect that you are pointing out, the manufacturer anataka engineer na engineer nakuja na demand zake very highly, lakini hayuko ground hayuko ground. Skill yake kwa ground haitumiki. Labda alisoma the dynamics hapa tunatumia Bernoulli's effect, I don't know. Yes, so what are the policies that the country can implement to make sure ya kwamba kuna seamless transition? Yes, kuna mambo kama NITA, but bado watu wana complain, manufacturers are complaining. So what can be implemented to make sure ya kwamba what policies can be implemented to make sure that the young graduate pale listening to us, the young engineer anataka kuingia into manufacturing field, anapata seamless transition? What do you think?
We can add a connection. We can improve on the interaction between industry and academia. And that's why I say the answer lies in the goodwill, one, of the government, and two, of the companies we have.
Yes.
So a company like Safaricom, they can organize a hackathon or a competition in a university.
Yes.
They bring their engineers, talk to the students, tell them, yes, I know you are in second year learning coding. You will never do it again for the remaining 3 years of your university life.
Yes.
But know that the minute you come to Safaricom, you need a lot of it. Go to the 4th year electrical. Tell them, you're learning how to build networks. You'll probably never do it again.
Yes.
But the minute you enter Safaricom, we really, really need it.
Yes.
So when industry meets academia, they help chart out the requirements needed of the students, and the students can better keep in mind, let me not forget this thing. Thermodynamics, let me not forget it. Let me revise it.
So industry meets academia, sponsored by good policies.
Good policies.
Yes. Powered by good policies.
Good policies. Even we can even have policies that say that every manufacturing company must offer some form of training sessions in at least one university.
Wow.
We can have such policies.
Every manufacturing companies anafaa kuwa ana train people in
at least one public
universities. Well. Thank you very much for this show. I think haiwezi isha. These are huge discussion. Now, I think the policy makers who are watching this show right now, they have a lot of material from players in the industry, wale ambao walichaguliwa in positions that they are not suited for, which manufacturers wanakuwa nateseka because of lack of information. Now in this show, I think umepata more information than you know what to do with. Thank you very much Dalton, thank you very much Jess, na thank you very much kama mtazamaji kwa tuning into this show. Please share with your friends, subscribe, comment.
And thank you so much for hosting us.
You are very gracious. Karibuni sana baby. Remember this, all this is brought to you by Kelele Digital. Wapate pale katika mitandao yote ya kijamii. I'm speaking very great Swahili. Find us on all social media platforms. Kelele Digital, you'll never miss this show. Karibu sana, so that we can build the Nairobi that you and your children deserve. Asanteni sana. See you till next time. It's been a blast. Asanteni sana, karibu. Thank you very much, Dalton. Thank you very much. Yes. Asante sana.
In one place. This is the DGX Show, where technology comes alive. Welcome to the DGX Show, your ultimate destination for everything tech. From the latest smartphones and must-have accessories to smart TVs, booming home theaters, cookers, refrigerators, microwaves, and more, we bring technology closer to your lifestyle. Need power and performance? We test it, review it, and break it down, so you know what works best for you. Innovation, style, and smart living, all in one place. This is the DGX Show, where technology comes alive.
Welcome to the DGX Show.
Welcome, viewers. Welcome to the DGX Show.
And from what I'm hearing, this is something worth investing in.
We want to give our customers a very good experience in terms of the design and the look and feel.
Oh,
We have our Samsung CarePods.
now this is where we walk the talk.
You can zoom up to 100 times zoom, guys.
We say technology makes life easier.
So when you hear about AI in Samsung, call it the mobile experience.
You've heard it from the horse's mouth. We are currently at Shujaa Mall.
We have different stores across the country.
We'll be back at the Lokman Mall.
Get to experience the wow features.
We've recently launched a new range of tablets.
What an amazing presentation by the Samsung team and engagement. The DGX Show is Africa's #1 consumer electronics, tech, and gadget show. We get to review different technology products available for you, the consumer.
Join us live for the DGX Show